Hello everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick and quite recently, as a lot of you might be, I've been enjoying the World Cup. It's lovely weather here in the UK, the last few weeks at least. It's all not too bad. Now, fingers crossed, England have got off to quite a good start. They won their first game against Tunisia. It was a bit of a worry for a while, but then Harry Kane got the goal. So England are still in. The last World Cup, I think we lost 2 games and then drew the last one to Costa Rica, so hopefully it's not a bit like that. So I'm going to talk roughly about the World Cup, sort of, but not really. Now, I've got a bit tickly throat that just won't go away. I picked up this Lucozade, though, from Iceland for £1. No, not the country Iceland, that would be a terrible false economy. Iceland, the actual store, and I don't think there's any horse meat in it, so we should be okay. So I might take an occasional swig of this so I don't, cough to death. Alright, Nick, you've been jibber-jabbering and going off on a tangent even before you've started. But what am I going to talk about now? When you're in the public eye, in this politically correct world, you've got to be really careful what you say and do. Because of the social media, if you put something on Twitter or Facebook or even Instagram or any social media really that goes against the grain or it's offensive, it will spread right across the world straight away and you're in big trouble. Now, people like me still have to be a little bit careful, but if you're a massive public figure, like Donald Trump or anyone really in the public eye, you really have to be careful. Donald Trump doesn't seem to care what he says. But anyway, this is loosely based on the World Cup. You might have come up with this story. I'll put a graphic on this on the screen as well, so you can see what you think of people overreacting, or is it a storm in a teacup, or are they right to think this? Now, Sir Alan Sugar, Lord Sugar, recently put a photo on Twitter, which is a bit ill-advised. It's a bit racist, this one. But anyway, I put it up. I don't think this. I don't think what he's saying, let's say. Now, Alan Sugar, he's criticised for this tweet comparing the Senegal football team to beach sellers in Marbella. I mean, what was he thinking here? Now, there was a big uproar on Twitter straight away about how racist it was, because, you know, I'm sure he just meant it as a joke. Alan Sugar's humour is probably in the 70s and the 80s where you could do this sort of thing, but times have moved on, really. You know, he after this, he deleted the tweet on Wednesday. This was put up. He said, "My attempt at humour has backfired and he's very sorry." Is he very sorry? I'm not sure. Now, the picture is, if you listen to this in a different room and can't see the picture for any reason, it's a picture of the Senegal football team posing for a team photo before an actual match kicks off, and dotted underneath is a load of picture of sunglasses and handbags. A little bit racist there. Now, he said as well, once confronted with all this bad press, he said his funny tweet, right, had been interpreted in the wrong way as offensive by a few people. Now, what other way could you interpret this tweet? The World Cup's going on. It's an African team, and you compare them all to beach sellers. Where's the funniness there here? And then he adds, frankly, I can't see that. Though he can't see that it could be offensive to anyone. I think it's funny, but I will put it down if you insist. What's going on?
Nick, I'm really angry.
What's going on? If you can't see that picture is racist, or people love to misinterpret stuff on the internet, so if you can't see that someone's going to bound to misinterpret that, then I think you know, but as they say, no publicity is bad publicity. Perhaps he just wants to lift his name or something. I don't know. Now, it's a very ignorant what he's done there and unhelpful, but I suppose he's got to a point there where he thinks he can do what he wants. You're fired, he would say in a more Alan Sugary gruff voice. Anyway, it's this sort of thing. Now, football's always struggled with racism. It's been absolutely terrible at some matches, the things that are shouted, and these are by ignorant, silly people, and you don't want to give them fuel to actually go forward on this. You want to stamp this thing completely out, because essentially these people are ignorant and stupid, these people shouting out racist slants. If you give them ammunition and a public figure gives them ammunition, it sort of like says to them, oh, this is okay to do, this is what I think. Now, the world's all about different opinions, but you shouldn't spread hurt and hate around. Now, there is an anti-racism body called Kick It Out of football, They were unavailable to comment apparently, but their chairman has actually said he's against it, I believe. So comparing the Senegal football team to handbag and beach sellers, it is a sort of like 70s and 80s humour. Now, they'll probably, Sal and Sugar, he's set in his ways. It's all right saying these things in your own house, amongst friends and stuff. But, you know, if you had a microphone on Prince Philip all day, he'd probably get in terrible trouble. But if you think these things, fair enough, but you shouldn't put it on Twitter for everyone to see and put it in sort of like a joke format. So what do you think about that? Just a brief news about World Cup and social media and what you have to say in general. It's a different world to what it was 10 or 20 years ago. So do you think people are overreacting to this? Do you think it was just seen as a joke and it wasn't racism at all and it was fine, bit of clean fun? Or do you think it was extremely out of order that he shouldn't be doing it? Where do I sit on the matter? Well, I think it's a little bit out of order and it shouldn't have happened, and it was a stupid thing to do, a public figure there. So, there we go. Just a little bit of chat there which I'll chip in every now and again. Lucasade, £1 Iceland. If you're watching Iceland, send me a crate for advertising it for you. That's not going to happen. Anyway, take care of yourself, have a good day, and the weekend will be more videos going out. Take care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.